even on Tuesdays, they'll piggyback through the gate if anybody, when they're closed, so.
Did you say they turn around and go up and adopt another dog?
They'll go up on the adoption floor.
So,
We'll put a no adopt on them and we'll make notes on their person ID,
oh, okay.
but, yes, but we've heard many people say that.
So they
Okay.
trade
I was
them
gonna say
in.
they shouldn't be allowed to adopt.
So they'll trade them in, right?
Medical issue,
They don't wanna pay.
bring it, let you all take care of it, and I'll go get another one.
Absolutely.
And if I can say something, sometimes they will bring a medical issue in at 6 o'clock. A lot of times medical team members are scheduled to leave at 5. So then we, as we're walking out the door, and by the way, I'm one of the medical technicians, the veterinary healthcare technicians. My name's Zoe. And a lot of times, sometimes, you know, we'll be walking out the door and then we get a call from intake, hey, there's an animal here that has a medical issue that needs to be looked at immediately.
Right.
So then we stop, we put our things down as we're walking out the door to go look at that animal.
So there's obviously some good conversation about both approaches. I did very much like your suggestion about, you know, certain days. From an operational standpoint, that would have to help. One thing I would just say, whatever we do, whatever we decide as far as policy goes, we have to be consistent and stick with it. Because once we start doing the education, however it may be, Carl, putting it out there on flyers, we don't need to change it. We don't need to, you know, yank the policy 2 months later. And I feel like we may have done that a little bit by doing the appointments and changing that, and then if we go back to the appointments, we're doing the same thing. So I'm not saying that's a bad idea, or the days, designated days, so to speak, is a bad idea. But once we fix our policy, we gotta stick with it.
Can I just say real quick, whatever policy we decide on, I don't think the policy should be decided on without asking the actual individual to get.
It needs to be a staff
Because
training.
sometimes, yes.
I agree with that. And I, you know, again, whoever the director is needs to have a large say so. I don't think we need to decide that policy this evening.
Our staff has put together a draft policy, and
Good.
that's the other reason we thought hopefully we're getting closer to having a director, so, change becomes hard for
Sure.
people, so we don't want to change any more often than we have to, as Justin said, so, but they do have a draft policy, and I think they've got some good ideas.
Thank you, Lord. Yes, Beth?
You know, I thought you put it very well when you framed it as how convenient do we want to make it to surrender an animal, for instance. But it also seems this question about convenience comes up in the adoption thing. How convenient should it be for somebody to adopt? How convenient should it be for somebody to surrender? And there's, like, the advantages on one side are the exact opposite of the disadvantages. Like, you make it more convenient to surrender, and you reduce the risk of people chucking them out the window or in the woods or things like that. You make it less convenient to surrender, and you're gonna potentially decrease, or you're gonna improve your flow and that. So like it's like there's not a right answer. And it'd be really interesting to hear input from, you know, people that think about this a lot and deal with it, as well as people up here on the board. Just that idea of convenience.
Thank you, Beth. So, good discussion. I think certainly we need to look at that policy in depth, and have, when we have all the pieces in place and staffing, we need to make decisions. Marty, you want to go to number 3?
Okay, as most of you know, the county commissioners recently approved an agreement with the Humane Society of Piedmont to run our spot ban and get that program active again. And we've been working over the last month to get the details worked out, get the van ready, get the van inspected. There's a lot more than I ever imagined that goes into that. So what I've asked Aaron Stratford Owens, who runs the program, and actually be having our first clinic tomorrow, to give you some more details on what that looks like.
Yes, I agree. It's a lot a lot bigger job than any of us imagined to get this vehicle up and running. It is a mobile surgical unit. We do surgery on this unit, so it's got to be up to code, and we had our final inspection from the Veterinary Medical Board from the state today, and of course it passed. Thank goodness. Everything is ready to go. We have it well supplied. Our staff is ready. We will be at 306 South English Street in the parking lot of New Hope Missionary Baptist Church in East Greensboro at 7:30 tomorrow morning. We do invite scheduled appointments, so we have 9 animals scheduled out of a potential 30 spots. It's okay to have just 9. This is our first run. We're okay with that. So we've got a good mix of dogs and cats and males and females. We will probably get done early, but we will stay out there to distribute information, to have the van out there so everybody can drive by and stop and ask questions, possibly connect folks to vouchers, connect folks to the vaccines that they need. And so that's where we are now. So tomorrow is the first one. We plan on doing one more in November, the 17th, and then we'll see how the weather goes. It's the weather is going to turn pretty quickly, it seems like, and if it gets too cold, we can't, because there are a limited number of kennels on the unit. Unit's heated, of course, but if we have more than about 15 animals, we have to use cages in a walled tent outside of the vehicle. So we're limited by the weather. I will say that I've reached out to the folks who run the SNAP program, the Spay Neuter Assistance Program in Raleigh. They are a busy group and haven't had a chance to connect with them, but they do it daily. They have 2 vehicles. They go all over the place. I'm not a creative person. I want to find out what other people are doing correctly, and copy them. So if I can get them their ear and their advice, then we'll see what we can do in the cold months, in the summer, etc., etc. For now, please wish us luck. It's going to be exciting. Come out to 306 South English Street if you can tomorrow. We'll be there all day. And
So the people just call you directly, the Humane Society?
they can. Well, they can call us for information. Right now, we have one partner agency that is distributing vouchers, who is determining income eligibility, because there's an income requirement. They are not, the requirements are there. They are not stringent, difficult to meet income requirements, but the Greensboro Housing Coalition is the agency that we're partnering with initially. They have great relationships with the Cottage Grove neighborhood and a lot of the neighborhoods in East Greensboro, and a number of reasons to go to East Greensboro, one of them being folks don't have cars and you can't take an animal on the bus, so you can't get to West Wendover to our clinic, even if you wanted to go.
Yeah.
So we'll come to you. So we'll partner with them, and then we have other partners on our list to approach about, including the health department and some other social services agencies who have relationships with folks who want to be connected to this kind of a service. Any other questions
luck.
about it? Thank you. Any questions? Yes.
Erin, will you ever be doing cats in traps as part of that, or will this just be owned?
No, this is only owned animals, only owned. You can bring ferals to our clinic
Yes.
4 days a week, anytime you want to.
As I'm doing.
As you know, but I thought I'd put it out there and make sure it's in the minutes.
Aaron,
Any other
I want to
questions?
take a second to echo the comments that I made at our commissioners meeting when we passed this, to thank you, your organization and your board, for being willing to partner with us, and we understand it's a process. We get it. But I want to thank you and thank them for that decision, and hope it leads to many, many years of great cooperation. So, not just on this program, but also on the transfer program. Just want to thank you for your support.
We're excited about it. Thank you. We're excited about it, and I do want to thank all of our our partners with the county, from EMS to the purchasing department's budgeting to Mr. Line to Mr. Greer. It's been a really pleasant partnership, and we're getting it done. So, thank you.
Thank you.